Now, do you all remember the amazing Alpine forts we visited? Well, remember, there was a whole lot of war and battle going on there, and we found the most interesting little troop shelter way on the other side of the valley. Remember where the Austrians were also encamped. And I thought this was a brilliant time to try to teach Magda how to do a military-style water passage.
So during the First World War, the Austro-Hungarian troops, they were here defending this region, and they're the ones who moved the spring, so we can thank them for this glorious water passage in the morning.
It's also easy to say that this is fairly easy defendable, and since they did reroute the waterways here, this big wide open would be where an army would cross, except for the road a little further, and you can just see everything that happens here. Of course, if the trees were gone, which they were. After a nice early morning water passage, we are up here on the other side where there should be a World War I bunker. Well, I have been informed this is the path. So once again, billy goating we go. Well, I should definitely have put my shoes on instead of these glorious Cold War Polish rubber boots, but history won't wait. Well, actually history probably will wait. Never mind. So, there's a mailbox. That is glorious. Peepholes, firing ports. Little wooden window over a staggered firing port with a metal plate inside, of course. What do you see from here? Everything in this valley. Assuming that all these trees, and they are younger than, well, 100 years. So it does look a little bit, oh, they have a little fireplace chimney. This very much looked like what the Germans built outside Verdun. This is really interesting. It looks very much like the Kronprinz fortifications. There's a little metal cup here. I'm finding artifacts over here. I don't know what you're doing back there. So for the water, the mountain would run down this grate. Little cup with what looks like a bullet hole in it. There's one more position back here. Yeah, there is one. Well, this is either a tunnel or a firing port. I actually don't know. Or just a small cave that's... Oh, that's just a small little cave that's built in here. But there's a little wall built up there. Perhaps they was thinking on enlarging this. It's possible. But this is a nice little bunker built into the side of the mountain here. Can't wait to see if there's a... Can't wait to see if there's a an actual fireplace in there. So you would have a bigger cannon, something there. I don't know what yet. For rifle fire, a little steel plate. Again, something larger to cover the whole valley. You can cover the entire valley. It's only about 1 kilometer across. Steel plate there. Very, very neat. I wonder if they built this like the Italians did and fake. This is cement. And the little, this is glorious. I love it when people, they take care of things and they put a little mailbox and you can write your name there. Lost battlefields will go in the visits book. Somebody really took care of this, kept it clean. Steel door is missing, that's fine. Close defense for the door, as there should be. Lots of graffiti in here. Wonder if not some of it is original. But you have a nice little lip here. So it's 39. Wow, now we're actually rounds in a good way. They put pictures up here of everything that was here. That's really, really neat. Somebody made this a little living museum. And here's the fun part. There's the little stove there. Oh, that's so cool. They have a little artifacts and a shovel to keep it clean. I could imagine this being the commander's. But all this is built in cement, of course. Right up to the rock. Be well protected. I wonder if we need ventilation from deeper. This definitely looks authentic. And here you have the two gun positions. World War I, what would that be? There could have been a Maxim type gun. There could have been a Fort Kluze perhaps. I'm thinking a little 5.7 cannon. Here's where this pipe goes. This goes to another little bunker stove. That is definitely original. And this still works because the ventilation tube is still connected. I love that these guys took care of this. And they put pictures up from here of who and what and why. Germans, the Americans, this is awesome. And the actual fighting position. Oh, it goes way deeper in here. Little benches for the crews. Lamp. Probably wooden dowels. They run along probably wooden dowels for cabling. There would have been some sort of cabling, probably communication. This is fairly large. It's pretty large for just a bunker, if you will. Call it just a bunker. But that's absolutely World War I, Austro-Hungarian. Steel plates still here, right there. Really curious as to what they had of what the heavy weapon was. Oh, back into the rock here. Just a little slide for another firing port, just so you can sweep the front of the bunker. I see the cement, and it's polished, and it's good shape. Your squeaking things over here, what did you find? I'm pretty sure both of the stoves are still working. Bathroom. Oh, there's a little lid on there. I'd never seen that. That's not on any of the others. Maybe that's the piece of metal that would sit in front. That's kind of wrecked in some of these that are blown up. But this is very, very, very thin. This is not going to hold any but the smallest munitions apart, but it's still working. 100 and I have to do math.
bathroom. Firing position bathroom. As it should be, because apparently all armies in all times have had firing positions in their bathrooms. Glorious. You know this thing is still working.
This is probably original.
Oh yeah, then you heat your coffee here, and it will keep everything warm. Oh, what's this H? Yeah. Oh, this is still, I'm sure this is still working. But yeah, there's so much stuff here. They really took good care of this. Now we're gonna have a look. Battery? Are you dead? William Dobson? I have a William Dobson on my chat. William, is that you? Were you here? Very rudimentary, simple little fire position to the door here. And you see the dowels in the ceiling, there was wooden dowels here, and they just worked their way into the room, all the way through the bunker here. These dowels just continue. And they didn't polish the ceiling, and I kind of like that. Also has a little ventilation. A corrugated metal overhang here, I guess just to protect, well, nothing really. Very interesting. Very cool little bunker. Very, very cool little bunker. Cool little World War I Austro-Hungarian bunker in the mountains here. Hello? Come here often?
Do you want beer?
Beer. Woo. Let's do like Homer and cross the river and get to the bigger fort. So on the other side, there's an Italian fort. Of course, the Italians were on one side, Austro-Hungarians on this side. And for the longest time, the Italians couldn't pick the side to fight on. And eventually they went with the ones who offered them the most that they didn't really own. But that didn't really seem to stop the British. And the French now did it. Oh well. Oops. Very nice. And you come right out here. I guess it's hard to make a protected entrance into a rock wall. Although I would suggest little stone or something just to protect straight fire right onto the doorway here. It is sort of facing the battlefront. Just below you can see how narrow this mountain pass actually is, because this is the wall where the bunkers are. This is literally about a kilometer, this valley. So you can cover the whole valley floor with one bunker. Shall I go first and test the waters? You don't think? You don't like? Well, we were over here by that rock there. Here. It's just when it narrows in, it almost feels like the force of the water gets stronger, and it would, it's a bottleneck. And you think that these, funny, you think this water being only a foot or a foot and a half deep, you think this is not going to push you over. It has an incredible force to it as it's coming off the mountain somewhere way back there.
and you really do get pushed, and you're on loose gravel on the floor. It's really hard to get a footing. I said I'm not wearing boots, but a fucking Cold War hazmat suit. Thank you again. All right. Okay. So, you want a sneaker? You got this? Misery seeks company. She's the nurse, so if she gets hurt, well, we're all in trouble. Well done.
I'm professional now.
My name is Tino Struckmann. I run Lost Battlefields. Every year, I travel around the world to try to bring you to all the most interesting historical military locations from modern wars and the World War II special projects, battlefields, forts, fortresses, and tunnels, everything else. Things you may not be able to see or go to yourselves. Please join me on Patreon or join Lost Battlefields through the website so you get access to all my files and my notes. It really does help, and like, follow, share here on the channel if you can. That helps too.